Log recording 3:17 in the morning. It's still the 25th of October 2023, the Weaver John C. Roseman, California. I'm tired as hell and I can't sleep for shit right now. The sleep patterns haven't been too kind on me for the past God knows how long. Yesterday I had a therapy session and it almost turned out to be a full-blown roller coaster. I was trying to explain it in the other video about how much my pain is like. And if I get triggered, all hell breaks loose. Then what do I do? I had to cut it short anyway. I talked about other things to stay away from it. It really was there, but I didn't go over the edge like I normally would. I didn't cry like crazy. I didn't mourn like crazy. But unfortunately, the depression was sinking in. And then I start running into the story concerning about this Alaskan airline pilot. He's being charged for 83 counts of attempted murder. And I've been trying to either argue a point or trying to explain a point to another YouTuber out there whose experiences with chemical addiction. At least he would know. But the thing is, what I didn't hear from him, I didn't hear the why. When you go into recovery homes, when you go into recovery halls, you hear stories. But you also hear the where, what, whys, whens, and hows. You hear those things in there. You hear people sharing about their experiences, how they loved about this one here, but usually when I'm listening into the stories, I'm listening for why. My family history, we've had the addiction for a long time. It affected a lot of our males. It'll affect a lot of our females too. Affected everybody one way or another. Taking them out left and right. If they're lucky enough, and hopefully they're not affected as much by it, but they probably were. They're still alive, still thriving, and still kicking. But others, not so much. I'd seen how alcoholism and the damn disease going full effect, chemical addiction, suicide. And then the children have to carry the scars, and then the grandchildren have to carry the scars. They don't even realize it until they get the damn thing fired up in them, and then all hell breaks loose. It's a constant cycle. My brother had it. My mother had it. My grandmother, I don't know if she actually had it or not, but I know she had diabetes, she had cancer, she had heart disease. My mother had heart disease a bit. She had cancer a bit. She had diabetes. My brother had the heart. My brother had the diabetes. He didn't have the cancer. I guess that makes me having the cancer and diabetes. I have to get myself tested. I have stayed away from doctors for far too long. I hated them. I still do. I don't like being turned into a damn lab rat or a guinea pig. Been that way for a long while. But the story out there concerning about an Alaskan pilot got me concerned. Despite the crap of what's happening around, why is this one focusing my attention? Mental health. An Alaskan pilot takes a magic mushroom of sorts. He's chemically induced, and for the next 48 hours he's dangerous. He gets on an aircraft and he's going through withdrawals. And it's affecting him a great deal to where he's almost about to kill people. And he's not even aware of it. This guy is a pilot, licensed with the federal government. You don't fly craft and fly people and take stupid chances. Unless, of course, your mental capacity has already been affirmed. It's already been impaired. You've already been compromised too much, and it hurts to do your job. Now, I can understand I'm trying to figure something out, maybe finding something that'll help him out a little bit, if that's the case with this guy. I'm saying, if that's the case with this guy. If it's not, then there's got to be something wrong with this guy. You don't fly to skies and be chemically impaired without having a damn good reason why. And for him, well, he was impaired. And he's arrested for attempted murder. You try pulling two extinguisher handles on the control panel, one for the left, one for the right engine. If they were fully activated, the engines would be shut down and they're crashing. One engine could barely get them through the sky to a nearby airport if they were lucky enough. But if both were shut down, catastrophe. But they get this guy away from the controls. He goes out and he's muttering something. A lot of pilots are fighting for control in the airplane. And the guy wants to leave. Through one of the exits while the airplane's still in the air and you've got a pressurized cabin. The stewardess finally subdues this guy. But the harm's already been done. He's going to jail. He's in jail. He's doing federal. He has been charged. He's been arraigned. His only explanation was he was suffering, basically, inside. Grieving over a best friend, I can understand that. Going through depression at the same time, I can honestly understand that shit. And what's worst of all, he understands it. But losing sleep, deprivation, yeah, that does something to a person. I know that one for a fact. How that makes a person feel. Been there, done that. But I hadn't done the magic mushrooms or anything else like that. And if I'm going to be taking time off for my own mental health, I will. Going through college is stressful enough as it is. And during these days, this past year and last year, it was getting harder and harder. And I'm still struggling and struggling. I managed to show up, managed to do stuff, but if they got a Zoom class, I'll take a Zoom class. I'll deal with it. As let's say I know right after the class period, I can close the computer and head to the bed and just try to sleep the shit off without taking any drugs at this point. So before, I don't trust any doctors. I don't trust the medications out there except for medications that takes over the physical ailments. My back, for instance. Times I could still massage it, maneuver it. It still hurts like a son of a bitch, but I still deal with it. What I don't deal with is taking drugs just to alleviate my mood. And that pisses me off even further. So imagine if I'm doing this shit and I can't figure it out. I can't figure out why this pilot's doing it. Actually, I already had figured it out. Because he already led the clue. He already set the clues, and nobody's following up on this damn. He should have been put on a 72 suicide watch. 72-hour suicide watch. But apparently nobody's going to be following up on that damn shit. Here I am struggling through a damn 2 classes that are driving me crazy. Math, definitely. But English? English. I thought it'd be one of the more easier classes to take care of, but no. Because now I got to do one particular massive report by end of this week. And I got to make changes to this damn thing, and it's going to be a bitch. Yeah, it's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. Because now I got to take a look at the damn thing and see whether or not I got to do some cutting and pasting of the damn thing. Or leave it as is with a few modifications on it, and hope it passes. But it's got to tell me something, though. Whether or not I'm going to be ready enough to go to another college level or not. Or just stick with what I've got. And really not show them that I've surpassed everybody. When I was going through community college originally, I was just trying to get through it, 30 plus years ago. Okay, I'm going to get through a college system. Then what, Ma? Use it for work during those days. Even a degree of sorts may not be much, but it shows attentive to detail, so therefore you may be useful. And because you put in the hours for college, you'll be useful for management. Of course, these days they want BAs. Everything to be piss poor perfect. I'm not piss poor perfect. I don't think I ever have been. Maybe against somebody else's eye. But these days, I can't even sleep. At least not doing shit I need to do in the first place. This kind of sucks in my class starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. Right now, it's about 3:28 in the morning. I can't go back to bed and sleep. I'm up. So now what I got to do, what I got to deal with, is deal with the crap that's right in front of me, schoolwork. Not be stressed out about it, while everybody else is losing their minds at the same frickin' time. Yesterday I was talking to my therapist, and she didn't realize what a Japanese Zen garden was. Good Lord. Where the hell you been out there, lady? I thought everybody would understand about a Japanese Zen garden, but I guess she really didn't understand about that kind of thing. I thought you learned about that in Psychology 101. Apparently not. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I showed her the place where one would go to contemplate things. If one has his own Zen garden in the back of his head, then he gets to contemplate things and see things in a different perspective than everybody else. Still had an issue with my English teacher. I know she's wants to have everything else up to a university level at this point over here, but when it comes down for me, since what am I more special than anybody else, I'll be washed out somehow. Because I don't follow the rules and regulations, I should do it by Rubik. Give me a break. Some Rubik's got to be modified. Especially when you're trying to bring a point across. But you need to be succinct and exact. No, you need to see the whole story. No, I don't. I need eclipse. I need the highlights. Yeah, no wonder you guys are getting... Give me a break. Maybe I am too damn old-fashioned, but so is she. She's older than I am. But she's been in the academia for too damn long. Maybe she didn't understand this shit. Or maybe she does, and she still wants to prepare kids into that kind of realm. Not the adults. Not the seniors who've actually been through their own damn shit and got their own way of doing things. But no, I have to conform and comply with somebody else. Yeah. Shit happens. When you're in a class, you have to do that for the professor. And for the guidelines that you have to follow. 6 and 7 pages for doing mental health. How the fuck am I supposed to do that shit? Seriously. I'm discussing with another guy on YouTube about mental health regarding this one pilot takes magic mushrooms, and now he doesn't know what the hell to do with himself because he's in federal prison or in the system going to go through the trial. He's already been arraigned. Tried to kill 83 passengers on the plane, including the crew. 83 people. But the plane was still intact. The plane's still alive. The cockpit crew and the stewardesses all did their job. Got the guy subdued. And now he's in federal custody. And the excuse that he came up with, and I thought at first it was feeble at best until I had to listen again. I had to listen and do the math on this one. Screw the damn equations. I already figured this shit out on this one. You don't do drugs unless you're hurting like a son of a bitch. It's that simple. He needs psych. He needs to be in psych. I know. His license is going to be revoked because of what he did. It was a bad decision on his part. You're hurting that badly and you're going for pharmaceuticals, or actually botanical at this point, trying to get yourself past the damn pain, and you realize that you made this damn mistake. But why was he traveling? Where the hell was he going? I already figured the guy's already in pain right now, as it is. So when you're chemically induced, your thought processes are already screwed up. Now, how do I know about this one? Shit. Give me a break. Being an alcoholic. So you know how thought patterns can get screwed up. How hostile some people can actually get. Pent up anger, pent up frustration, pent up rage. Good excuses to drink it, but man, it brings out to Mr. Hyde, who really wants to party hardy. He really wants to party hard on this one. I don't drink anymore. Because he almost outperformed himself, shall we say. I'd seen my brother go on the edge. Then I'd seen him go through hell and then go through recovery before he passed away. And while he's going through recovery, he's trying to put me through recovery. I wanted to kill him. Anybody. I guess I really had that kind of rage inside me. Scared, terrified, fear, didn't matter what the hell it was. Hyde was ready to come on out and play. But hearing about this guy, despite every insanity I've seen and heard what's going on, God knows for how long, this guy has got my attention. This Alaskan Air pilot has got my attention. What was his problem? What was going on inside of him that put him through this edge? How long had he been in depression? And how long ago was it since he lost his friend? I'm no shrink. I've walked through it too many damn times. Not being a pilot, but walked through much loss, grieving, mourning, hiding. Sometimes you do things you don't even realize. Or say things until it happens. And then you wonder what the hell's going on next. Yeah, been there, done that. No, thank you. Meanwhile, I could take a dog, take her out. God, I want to go back to bed and sleep again. My body wants me to do that, but I can't sleep. I'll yawn and scream for sleep, but I can't do that. I got an 8 o'clock class coming up. I wonder, will I get any sleep before then?